Hi everyone, thank you for joining us today. Welcome to Neurodiversity, Empowering Learning and Employment. This is a total collaboration between Cognassist and FE News. My name is Gavin O'Meara and I'm joined by Dr. Louise Karwowski. And this week we're on Reel 7. Cognition and Neurodiversity, the impacts in education. So Lou, I wonder if you could explore this a bit with me. What is the connection between cognition and neurodiversity? Why does it matter?
It's a huge question, isn't it? So, cognitive differences are common across most neurodiverse conditions, but specific learning differences like dyslexia, dyscalculia, and dyspraxia are defined by cognitive differences. For other conditions, we would look at additional aspects like behavior, social, or personality. Okay, but under this umbrella of cognition, everything does sit. And cognitive assessments are an evidence-based measure of our differences in processing information and also identifying learning needs in those areas like language and numbers, fluid and visual reasoning, also memory, which are all vital for effective learning. By supporting cognitive differences in particular, Cognassist is focusing on one of the highest impact areas of psychological science, and it empowers staff with this understanding for their learners. It's also important to look at other areas where learners may require support, like behavioural challenges and mental health. But if a learner experiences fundamental challenges with learning, then that is going to create significant barriers to achievement if they don't get support and reasonable adjustments.
And can I ask as well, we're looking at both learning and employment. So if we're
Mm.
looking at cognition and neurodiversity in the workplace, and we've looked at previous rules of the benefits of having diverse teams, how can an employer understanding more about cognition and neurodiversity help them?
Do your research. It's the information is widely available now. I'm always going to point people to our website because there's so much on there, both for employers and educator providers. This information isn't difficult to understand. We don't expect everyone to have a degree in psychology to understand it. It's really simple, but the tricky thing is getting everybody on board to implement it. So get out there, read, listen to podcasts, watch YouTube videos, whatever suits your method of taking in information. Talk about it, have discussions, ask people about their own experiences. We know that we've seen consistently that research shows cognition has a direct impact on educational attainment and career progression. So, this is something for all of us to understand and get our heads around.
Yeah, definitely. When we're looking at previous rules as well around highly productive teams, it's really important for employers to understand how we can, mash teams together and make things work in cool different ways. Oh, brilliant. So thank you for joining us this week. Next week is Real 8, and we're exploring memory and inclusive learning strategies. So thanks for joining us this week. We'll see you next week. And thanks for joining us for Neurodiversity, empowering learning and employment. See you next week.